E3 2019 is just around the corner. This June 11th to the 13th, gamers worldwide will get a glimpse at the future of gaming. And naturally, as is the case every year, the internet is jam-packed with rumors as to what we may or may not see. This year is definitely an unusual one. Sony and PlayStation have confirmed that they will not be partaking in the convention, for the very first time since they began appearing at E3 since it began in 1995. That being said, there is still a ton to look forward to. Or hope for. So today we are coming at you with our list of the top 10 E3 biggest rumors. Let's get to it. At number 10, Bethesda Showcase. Developer Bethesda is known for having one of the most highly anticipated showcases in recent years at the convention, but they've got some damage control to do this year. After the displeased reviews of their recent title Fallout 76, which the company pimped out at last year's E3, they're going to need more than Todd Howard's charisma to prove to gamers that they're a company worth buying titles from over the next year. They made some major announcements last year. The next installment in the Elder Scrolls series is on its way after another barely previewed title of theirs, Starfield. The biggest prediction for the company is that we'll see some actual gameplay of Starfield, or at least get some insight on what exactly the game will entail, aside from being a science fiction title set in space. That being said, Todd Howard has come out and said that they won't be focusing on Starfield or Elder Scrolls this year at all, leaving us scratching our heads as to what their game plan is for the conference. Many predict that Bethesda will focus its showcase on two upcoming titles that seem like surefire successes, Doom Eternal and the co-op Wolfenstein Youngblood, the latter being a new take and follow-up to the very successful Wolfenstein the New Colossus. Moving on to number 9, Assassin's Creed Vikings. Gamers were surprised at last year's E3 at the impressive turnaround that Ubisoft had between Assassin's Creed Origins and Assassin's Creed Odyssey, the latter title being the one that the developer revealed. And it was damn good too. Focusing more on RPG elements, many critics hailed it to be one of the best titles to come out that year. So it shouldn't be much of a surprise that Ubisoft may have done it again with a brand new AC title, this time set in the Viking Age. According to Kotaku, the rumors about a Viking-themed Assassin's Creed game are true, with speculation that the title will be called Assassin's Creed Saga. And at number 8, Sony lied. One speculation circulating on the interwebs is that PlayStation and Sony will actually be partaking in the conference after all. With a surprise appearance that will reveal a brand new next generation console in the works. Personally, we highly doubt that. Sony has stated, I quote, "PlayStation fans mean the world to us, and we always want to innovate, think differently, and experiment with new ways to delight gamers. As a result, we have decided not to participate in E3 in 2019. That being said, there have been some leaks that there will be news about the potential PS5 coming out, and that news will come out prior to the convention, still stealing some major thunder at least, although it is widely speculated that the console will be hitting the market next year. PlayStation fans, do not be disappointed. There are plenty of other conferences from developers that will surely highlight PlayStation exclusives and other major titles heading to the console, so you've still got a lot to look forward to. And at 7, no Metroid Prime 4. Despite fans eagerly awaiting the new Metroid Prime title, many sources have speculated that the game won't get any sort of new reveal at Nintendo Showcase this year. Instead, we're likely to see some brand new footage from games we already know are in the pipeline for the Switch. We're talking Animal Crossing, Luigi's Mansion, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, and Zelda Link's Awakening, to name a few. We also know that Pokemon Sword and Shield won't be getting a ton of screen time. The official announcement already dropped for that game prior to the conference, so while we'll likely see a bit more of it at E3, it won't be taking up a ton of Nintendo's press time. There's also talk that the new DLC fighters for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate will be revealed. It's the game that stole Nintendo's show last year, so it would be a pretty safe bet to suggest that we'll get some reveals for the fighting title. There's also talk about a new Zelda game. Monolith Soft, whose engineers were brought into work on Breath of the Wild, had posted job listings for an upcoming Nintendo game, but it's not really Nintendo's style to reveal something before they feel it's ready. They're pros after all. That being said, we could get a Metroid Prime 4 style teaser trailer for a new Zelda title, which was literally a video with the title, so who knows. Moving on to number 6, George R.R. Martin. The author and creator of Game of Thrones, George R.R. Martin, recently got a lot of people hyped thanks to a blog post he published after the HBO series came to an end recently. He noted that he's going to be consulting on a Japanese game. This led to speculation that the title he's referring to is an open world game coming out of From Software. This has stirred up rumors that we might potentially see a new From Software title advertised at the Microsoft conference. Gaming news site Jamatsu reported that someone familiar with ongoings at From Software confirmed Martin's involvement with a new game, but neither the studio or the author have confirmed anything at all, aside from what he put in his blog post. And at 5, Cyberpunk 2077. With the past couple of E3s, we've seen more and more news about CD Projekt Red's brand new upcoming title, Cyberpunk 2077, which looks phenomenal to say the least. One of the biggest predictions is that not only will we get to see more of that title this year, but we'll also get something that many fans have been dying for, a release date. The game has been in development for a long while now, but after the exclusive gameplay that was released this past year, it seems likely that the title is getting closer to the end of its production, meaning a date reveal seems somewhat inevitable. And at 4, Square Enix will steal the show. Last year, many fans were disappointed in Square Enix's lackluster showcase, but this year that is going to change. The developer has already confirmed that we'll be seeing a worldwide reveal of their Marvel's Avengers game, a title that has been in the works for a while now and is said to be groundbreaking, despite no one really knowing exactly what it will entail. Some speculation is that it's going to be an online co-op title, others think it'll be an action-adventure RPG type with co-op options. Regardless, we'll finally be getting some answers. In addition to that, one of the reasons why some believe Sony isn't making an appearance this year is because of some of its developers with PlayStation exclusives will be showing off certain titles, stealing the thunder. We're talking specifically about the Final Fantasy VII Remake. And in addition to that, we know we'll be getting more details on their super mysterious title Outriders, a sci-fi game that the company will also be revealing more about at their conference. So hey, maybe Square Enix is the developer to look out for this time around, which would be saying a lot since their showcase really blew it last year. And at 3, Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers has made quite the stir at the rumor mill leading up to E3. There's rumors that the studio behind Arkham Origins has a brand new Batman game in the works, set to be released in late 2019, and that we're gonna get a glimpse of it at E3. The game is said to be based off of the Court of Owls story arc from the comics that was penned by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo, and was one of the best things to come out of the comic giant's New 52 relaunch in 2011. Keyword one of the only things. In addition to that, thanks to a leak from last year, there's a lot of talk about a Harry Potter RPG on its way too. And at number 2, Fable 4. Perhaps some of the biggest leaks circulating online right now have to do with Fable 4 for the Xbox One. There are rumors that the new title will be changing things up, and also that it will exist, first and foremost. Apparently it'll be wiping out the history of the previous Fable universe and will remove guns from the game. There's also rumors that the plot of the title will include time travel elements. Now for those of you familiar with the series, according to the leaks, Albion has been destroyed thanks to an asteroid that was wished into existence by a Mad King with the Tattered Spire. So it seems like it's going in a very different direction. Finally, in at number 1, Rocksteady's Superman. This one is such a long shot, especially since Sefton Hill from Rocksteady has already taken to Twitter to confirm that the company will not be attending E3, and is in fact working on their next big project instead. There have long been rumors concerning Rocksteady working on another massive video game franchise for DC Comics. Their Arkhamverse Batman games are arguably one of the best video game superhero franchises to date, and drew in a whole new generation of fans in the process. There's been lots of talk that the studio is developing a Superman series, working in a similar vein to do what they did with Batman but with the Man of Steel. Rocksteady skipped out last year as well, so it seems like we'll probably have to keep waiting before we actually get a glimpse of what this new project is. One can dream though, one can dream. Alright, there we have it friends. What games are you hoping to see make an appearance at E3? What rumors have you heard? Do you think we might actually get to see Skate 4 after all? Let us know in those comments below. If you dug this video, spread the love, hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe to us for more on E3. We'll be doing a whole lot of coverage on the event, so get hyped. In the meantime though, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next video.